If there's something that moves you and you cannot stray, there's something that moves you, there's nothing that can stand in your way. There's nothing that can stand in your way. Rumble and sway, that track that you're tracing is bound to make your day. Yeah, it's bound to make your day. I'm lost. Sunlight comes from a million miles away in the starlight, from the sun that was born just yesterday, swooned in the moonlight. It'll wash your blues away in the night. Bonfire vanity. That you're threading, plunge your hands to fade. It's slightly slides in as it may. The field of play is rocky. It's always been that way. They just steal your resolution. And the shadows that you'll stand. Excuse me. If there's something that moves you and you will not stray, if there's something that moves you, there's nothing that can stand in your way. Woof. That's called What Moves You. New composition, as you can tell. Still trying to work it out. I really got to work on the lyrics. So I got onto that sort of cold today. Excuse me for that. Thank you for indulging me, or so forth, or me paying indulgences of some sort. So what's going on? Oh, art update. Check this out. Okay, so if you remember, I found all these canvases on the road, and they were just like, these are like worth $50 a piece. And they're in pretty good condition, except for some of them had some gashes in them. So what I did here, as you can see, is I sewed it up with some nice red thread, a red thread. Ooh, there's an idea, lyric idea. We're going to do who is it, Ariadne, following the thread? Oh, yeah. And so, hey, Antonia. Antonia says, thanks for making a rainy day brighter with a rainbow and a star and a cloud and the sun. Thanks, Antonio. How you doing? Did you guys find a place yet? Did you check out Pomme d'Èvre? So anyway, what I did was I sewed this up, and you can see on the back here, it's coming through. Now, so this is going to be a little bit peculiar. Now, what I'm going to do after this is cover it with a few coats of gesso. And then I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see. I should have brought a flashlight or something, but there are some, it's not completely covered. But what's going to happen is going to put this gesso, which is a sort of a base medium. It's just a base to cover up two parts, two purposes. It's going to cover up the previous painting and then make everything white, and it's going to gum this thread up a bit to make it a little bit flat, or fill it in. Okay. Now what I did is, I don't know if you can tell from here, is I shouldn't have done this, but this is all trial and error. You can't really tell, but what I did was I washed the canvas beforehand, and so actually when it was drying and with the detergent I used, it made the canvas constrict, and so the gap here is massive. Now what I'm going to do is I have another one here, and as you can see, it's almost imperceptible, the gash in this one. That's what she said, but it's right there. Okay, and so on the back here, I taped it up with some medical tape, and what I'm going to do is, before washing it, I'm going to sew it, and it should get in there real tight and make it so I won't have to create a new mesh with thread as I did in this example. So we'll see how that works out. And then eventually I'm going to do the palimpsest collage technique over here. And I'm going to try a new technique where I leave the bottom layer intact. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid this, where is it? This sort of effect here. You see, oh man, the frame is visible underneath here, because where I wear off the palimpsest collage paper, the contact here is such that it tends to come off completely. Now, for this painting, I don't think it's going to be much of a matter, because I'll do my best to hide the edges with some pigment of some sort. But anyway, so that's the art update for today. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. And let's see, Antonia. No, not yet. Oh, Antonia has not found. What happened is, the place where we were doing the open mic, the police came and fined them for making noise in Paris at night. Apparently, well, that's a rumor. But anyway, they were given a fine for making too much of a ruckus, and it's really too bad, because if you've seen any of that footage, it was a really beautiful spot and a really nice place. It was a storied venue as well. They had previous patrons. People were down there and conversing and performing and declaring and so forth, such as Oscar Wilde and Paul Verlaine, who's a famous French poet, and just a whole list of other notable artsy-fartsy types of lore. And so that's no more, unfortunately. But on to the next one. That's life, isn't it? Evolution. Nothing changed the same. Like we shot a movie last night, a little short film for the Nikon Film Festival with my buddy Karen and Jennifer Karen, and her pal Jackie Woods. That should be his English name. And I told him that I do philosophy sometimes in this podcast. He said, "Oh, Paulo Coelho," and there's a saying from Paulo Coelho which is, changing countries, changing spirit, or something along those lines. So, all that to say is that this is the evolution of the open mic nights and the poetry nights, is that, the spirit cannot be, will not succumb to these unfortunate bumps. And that's a little bit like what Moves You, which Antonia gave me the title to. Thank you again, Antonia. And that's a little bit the theme of this song, is that, just never give up. Failure is a teaching point. And they have the adage about Edison, who designed something like 8,000 light bulbs before he hit on one that worked, or something like that. So, and you know how that ends. He's one of the great men of history, right? Up there with Henry Ford and Elon Musk. Oh, I saw a sticker on a bike. It was saying "compost Elon Musk." And I'm thinking, like, where does this sentiment come from? Why would you want to compost Elon? Anyhow. Let's see. So this song, I really need to work on the lyrics. I wish I had a songwriting partner, who I could. Oh, maybe I'll go to like a poetry workshop and see if I can find anyone. But I think I'm gonna hand it off to boss man Kale. See, he has good ideas sometimes. What I like is he's really stream of conscious, really first instinct, and then I can take those and I can tidy them up and make them work. So that's enjoyable. So anyway, I got to get going here. Thanks, Antonia, for stopping by. If there's something that moves you, you cannot stray. If there's something that moves you, there's nothing that can stand in your way. Oh yeah, sure, Antonio. I gotta go. We'll talk to that offline.